Well, hellfire. It is Rock the Riff, and I am back for another Metalhead Envy. Back with some more of the warning. Everybody told me in the last video to make sure I check out live. Said that the warning shines the best when they play in a live setting. So today we're going to check out Evolve live. I think it was MTV. I'll check here in a second. But let me start off today's video saying we have a sponsor, Manscaped. For some, it's the most wonderful time of the year, and for others, it's just another round of dodging questions about your love life while trying not to look like you just crawled out of a cave. Enter the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra by Manscaped to save your dignity this holiday season. Don't be that family member who shows up solo and scruffy to yet another holiday gathering. Get your winter overgrowth under control with the Weed Whacker 2.0 and let the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra help you seal the deal this cuffing season. Who knows? You might even outshine your weird uncle who's still rocking that goatee from 1985 and claim your spot at the top of the sibling power rankings. I like whoever came up with this. Join the over 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get ready for your kickoff by heading over to manscaped.com. Use the code ROCKTHERIFF, ROCKDARIFF, for 20% off and free shipping. Trust me, you'll be drafting the real MVP of the grooming this season. And I can attest, killer product that they have, the Beard Hedger. I use that on a weekly basis. Like I let this go, and then once I start getting the caveman look, coming with the Beard Hedger, it's got a built-in guard, and it just works so well. Holds its charge forever. Holds its charge for a pretty good, decent amount of time, and that's from personal experience. But swing over to manscaped.com and get you some good stuff today. Perfect for holiday gifts and everything. But let's dive on into the warning live on the 2023 MTV Music Video Awards. MTV still plays music? I didn't know that. Let's dive on in. Okay. All right. Yeah. Some good old classic rock. For real. I do remember, or I noticed in the comments in the last video, some people were complaining about how my volume is and everything. I have whatever the volume is that comes from YouTube. So YouTube does tend to compress certain videos. Some audio is different, but I have the audio set the same in my OBS for everything. So I noticed going into this one too, I looked over at OBS. I noticed it's kind of quiet compared to other things on YouTube as well. So hopefully that will help ease some people's mind that will ask about the volume. It sounds like I remember y'all mentioned in the comments she uses a Kemper profiler. It sounds like she's got a mean ass octaver on for this opening riff. Yeah. Well, I dig this riff. Yeah. That sounds like a mean octaver, which I use that a lot myself. I use the Gojira archetype in anybody that sees all my shorts, my guitar shorts that I do riff writing. Uh, I use an octaver a lot. I think it has such a cool sound, and it adds that little bit of harmony and everything to the guitar riff. Let's see how this chorus hits. Okay. Hell yeah. All right. I feel like that right there proves. So I think that's kind of why y'all were saying check them out live. Vocals. I always feel like when you sound good vocally live. Now, granted, I know there's tricks of the trades that go into live vocals as well. I've always felt like when you're singing into the mic and everything, you've got to have a bit of reverb or something. You've got to have something to help shape out the vocals. And so y'all said that I'm going off the comments on the last video. These three are sisters. I was laughing. Y'all were like, "Yeah, there's not another guitarist because they didn't have a fourth sister." But these three are all three of them sisters. Uh, and if so, that's fucking cool. That's a musical family. I feel like half of my family is very musical, so I kind of understand coming from that. Uh, and two, I was gonna say in this chorus, she alone sounded great, and I like that one note, that one darker vocal note in the chorus. But all three of them harmonizing sounded fucking killer, and that takes some. To me, that takes some chops to be able to play drums and sing at the same time. So, fucking respect for all that. I like that riff. Little big scrape. I like that. I like the cadence right there. Heave like getting into it. That's fucking killer. I'm such a. It's weird. I feel like this takes me back to my roots of when I first started playing guitar, and when I first started getting into like more of a heavier rock sound. I feel like this is taking me back to that place in my mind, my childhood actually. Fucking 15, 16 years ago. And it's nice to take a step back. Like I've gotten into such heavier stuff. It's like anybody that's come to my channel for the warning has never seen me talk about any of the bands that I listen to on a daily basis. One of the there's two albums I probably listen to at least once or twice a week, and it's two Cattle Decapitation records. So I go from and then when I get these requests to do bands like this, it's a nice change of pace for me. But even so, every time they come back to that main vein riff, it's fucking heavy. That's pretty heavy. Soft compared to Cattle, but it's for me, it's a nice change of pace and everything. And really, I'm gonna draw influence from that riff because I like bouncy, uh, top string. I like writing riffs like that myself. Yeah. Evo! Okay, here we go. A little tremolo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they killed it. All right. I'm sitting there looking at how many strings are on the bass. Nobody does anybody play a four string anymore? I feel like a five string bass just works perfect. It gives you all the old school four string standard stuff, but then it gives you that top to just be able to really hit that low end. Uh, Killer crowd work from the drummer. You could definitely tell she was into it, and the main front lady. I like the characteristic in the vocals. I like that bluesy Janis Joplin gruffness. Even though I've sit here and tried to imitate it a few times, I know I sound like shit. Evolve! Like fucking I'm sorry. I know that's a terrible joke. Uh but it's cool. Seeing this, I love this venue. This is a killer venue. I can only imagine how fun it would be to be playing on this stage. That would be killer. Uh and like everybody said in the previous video in the comments, live they really have a killer full sound for a three piece. Uh I remember y'all mentioning the Kemper profiler, and that's something I've never really tweaked with. I've seen it plenty of times. Uh, I think so. When we went into the studio, Jamie King had one in his rack, and I think we might have used it on some certain things, maybe some guitar solos. So our newest EP we just did with him, Palace of Malice. Uh, I know we used. I've got a PV. I got a PV Invective that we use for a lot of stuff, and then I think we dived into the Kemper profiler for some guitar or lead tones. So that's what little bit of knowledge I have of that. But just hearing, especially this opening riff, I want to hear it again. I like this opening riff. Yeah, yeah. Hearing that opening riff, uh, that's a killer guitar tone and a good old classic orange head and stack. Yeah, I think everybody was right. I think live. There's a few bands I've checked out here on YouTube that I always enjoy seeing the live because I feel like it does showcase the talent. And to me, when your live performance is fucking awesome, then you got a little bit of extra talent because there is bands I've known that on a studio record they sound flawless, everything's quantized, everything in post has been tweaked and messed with, which I think every band does. There's not a band that doesn't do it. But my problem I have is when they're tweaked so much in the studio that they don't sound like anywhere close to that live. Uh, but going off of what I'm seeing now, this is literally the only second song I've done of them, or third technically because of the collab with Bandmade. But this being the second, the Warning song I've done, I feel like live captures their sound a bit more. So I'm going to agree with everybody in the comments. Uh, that was that. I feel like there was more life in that than in the music video. But don't get me wrong, the music video was cool too. Really, most bands that I check out here on YouTube and get requests for. Normally, when I get a lot of requests for something, the band is fucking killer. When the band has an awesome fan base, like everybody has been so far, uh, definitely got some talent to showcase and everything. But killer venue, killer mix and master live. Uh, really dig that main vein opening riff. Uh, but I am wanting something heavier. I'm curious. Some people were saying there was some other stuff that was heavier and darker. So once I'm able to actually check out those songs, that would be cool to do. And yeah, this ends up being your first time to the channel. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know some more trivia about the band in the comments. If you have a song request, swing over the community tab, scroll down. You'll see Metalhead Envies round 5 suggestions. That's the list I work off of. That's the easiest way for me to keep track of all the requests I do get. It's harder when I'll have one video have so many requests on it, and then where I'm making so much, it's hard to keep track of all that. I'm trying my best for sure. I read every comment, and I'm always trying to remember and go back through and do all this. But that community post is the best place to leave a request. And swing over to Manscaped, get you some stuff today. Use my code Rock the Riff, ROCKDARIFF, for an extra 20% off and free shipping. It's the holiday season. It's coming up, and you might get the perfect gift for yourself, your husband, your boyfriend. I think I think that's the best I can say about that. Uh, but yeah, stay positive, stay rocking, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.